Good morning. It's time to go and walk on the trail. I have so much to talk about today, but let me get back on the PCT first. And yeah, let's get this day started. It's like 6:40 maybe, something like that. Back on the PCT. We have an uphill. Hopefully I don't sound too out of breath as I'm talking. First things first, what's the plan? I need to get, not need to, yes, well, kind of. I need to get to Snoqualmie 4 days, including today, because I reserved a place at the Alpine Club, and also I have a hiking date with a cute couple that I met yesterday at Cracker Barrel. That means I want to do anywhere from 28 to 30 miles for the next 3 days, so that my fourth day is not going to be too bad. Somewhere is also going to be there, and she said that they don't have a dryer for the clothes, so we definitely have to get there early so that our clothes, when we wash them, can dry. Such a weird thing to keep in consideration, right? But most of all, for today, for the next 18 miles, I'm going to look all over this trail to see if I see anything about Chris Fowler. If you don't know, Chris Fowler was last seen at the Cracker Barrel before he disappeared in 2016. Now, I personally think, this is just my opinion, that he got off Laughing Creek Trail or Laughing Water Creek Trail, something like that, because there was a snowstorm about to happen or some sort of cold winter something, and I think he got off that trail, which is in about 18 miles. That's my personal opinion. I feel like he probably was like, oh, this is more intense than I thought it was going to be. I need to get off trail. So I do personally think that he probably is somewhere off of that trail and got lost. But as I'm hiking here, I will keep my eye out. Now, if you've not noticed yet, in my job description, well, YouTube is a job. In my video description, right at the top, I have been, since the beginning of the PCT, posted the Fowler O'Sullivan's Foundation to help find missing hikers. So if you're so inclined, please donate to help families find their family members. Anyway, I think you should probably concentrate on hiking this here uphill, right there. This forest got dark pretty quick. I know it doesn't look like it, but as soon as I got in, it's like, wow, pretty dark. So can't imagine how Chris Fowler and how dark it was in October with a snowstorm about to happen. Okay, so kind of told y'all I have a lot to talk about, so if you don't like talking, fast forward. So the other thing I need to talk about is just fires. Washington is just on fire, just like Oregon. And right now, anybody who's not in Washington is apparently only able to hike, from White Pass to Stevens Pass, and then the 30 miles to the monument. Because most people are coming now from Cascade Logs straight to White Pass. They cannot hike the 150 some miles that I hiked. I mean, I hiked like 130 of those 150. I don't remember if it's 150, but all that part from Cascade Logs to Trout Lake, they're not able to hike either because you can't get to Trout Lake. So even though there's no fire at that point, you just can't hike there. I'm sure some people will find some sort of reroute, but anyway, I'm lucky that I got to hike that as well as Goat Rocks. You know, thankful I get to hike this piece now. Now this means that we all, you guys as well as myself, I'm starting to psychologically prepare myself that I am just now starting the last bit of 170 miles, plus 30 to the monument, so 200 miles. I have about 170 from here to Stevens Pass, and the PCTA had created a reroute from Stevens Pass to Harts Pass, but the fires are just growing and more closures are happening, and the chance that I will have to skip those miles is very, very high. So I am now using these 170 miles to prepare myself psychologically that I will be probably done hiking anywhere from 11 to 15 days from now. And that is very, very surreal to me. Another reason why I am contemplating skipping that part is because the 22.1 miles that I just skipped will not open anytime soon. That fire is going really, 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 really badly. It is growing exponentially. And so for me, if I have to make up those 22.1 miles, which of course I will, it would be better just to do that in conjunction with the miles that I may skip coming ahead. You know, if I do this reroute, which would be exciting because then I have to have more to hike, then overall I probably would have 22.1 miles left to cover up. Now you're like, it was so confusing. Well, when I'm done hiking, when I get to the monument, I plan to return. I'm not planning to go into Canada. I literally have no desire to. It is not against Canada. I'm just saying, like, it just seems like a hassle to try to get back into my country, the USA. So I'm planning to go back. I'm planning to rent either a car or a U-Haul truck, mainly a U-Haul because I would be able to sleep in that. I was planning to do a road trip, and I was planning to make up the Donamore Fire 1.4 miles, as well as do the road walk from 138 to Shelter Cove. So that would be the two places that I would be able to make up, like, still now. But then I have the 22.1 I just skipped, and then I don't know how many miles. I have to really look. I think it's probably 150 or something from Stevens Pass to Harts Pass. I won't be able to make up the 22.1 anytime soon, so why not combine that with 150 for, sometime in the future. So that's where my thinking is. I know that's a lot of talking and you having to look at my face, but this explains my thought process and the fact that I may have to prepare myself that this trip is almost over. And that's a little bit disturbing for me. Well, looky look, the 2300 mile marker. Boom! One quick note, minus the stuff that I missed, I have already hiked more miles than I did on the Appalachian Trail, right? The Appalachian Trail was 2,194.3 miles, and I think I'm at 2,200. I just calculated to make sure I'm not going to say something ridiculous. So, 130 days to hike more than the Appalachian Trail. It took me 196 days to hike the AT. I am mighty proud. 130 days for 2,200-ish miles so far. I mean, it's more a little bit because, 2,300 minus 80 some miles. Not too shabby. And so as I've come across lots of hikers lately, the biggest theme is everybody's exhausted. When I ask them if they are gonna try to walk around the next fire, they're like, no, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. And that's the thing, when you do a through hike, the last state gets what, pushes you and squeezes the last drop out of you. So yeah, the big theme right now is all the hikers are exhausted. They're tired. They all want it to be done and over with. I'm tired, but I definitely don't want it to be over with. Guess what time it is? River Crossin time. River Crossin. It is almost 12 p.m. and I've hiked 15.3 miles so far, halfway of what I'm planning to do for today. I did want to give you an update on my body with regard to, the feet and the knee. My feet seem to be doing much better because I keep my feet dry. So usually you can see how advanced the pitted keratolysis is when your feet are wet, and all shriveled up. So I haven't had that, so I don't really know what it looks like, but when the feet are dry, they look in pretty good shape. My knee seems to be doing well as well. I do feel something, like a little twinge here and there. I did lose my knee brace, but I do have KT tape. I'm not wearing any KT tape right now, but I think at lunch I'm gonna put some on just because I forgot to do it this morning. So that's so far on my body parts. I'm excited for lunch because I packed out a croissant with ham and cheese and I think like a Hot Pocket or something. I don't remember. I originally grabbed a burrito, but I think I changed my mind to a Hot Pocket, so we'll see. At this point, Washington, it's just stupid how pretty it is. I can't even understand how beautiful it is here. This pimple is just saying hi. Anyway, also I'm really red, but I put sun lotion on today. Anyway, I already hiked 17.8 miles. It's like 1:20 p.m. or something like that. I think I'm gonna hike another 15 miles. It just depends. The reason why is the campsite that would be great for totaling 30 miles today. Seems like a really popular place for day hikers, as well as they're infested with mice, so not a good idea. Well, I ate my croissant, which was delicious, and then after that I did the mistake of eating the Hot Pocket, which was disgusting. It was really gross. Anyway, next time I'll be just croissants all the time. And yeah, just chilling up here because there's a little bit of cell service. Gonna rest for a moment and then keep going. It is like 5:30 p.m. I've hiked around 27.3 miles so far. I'm hungry. I'm probably gonna eat soon. And then try to figure out where to camp. I've been just taking in this beauty. It's kind of leaving me a little bit speechless at times. I don't know. It for you guys, it doesn't seem like that because I talk all the time on my videos, but you know, there are big time spans between videos, and I probably haven't talked in hours, but you hear me all the time. But yeah, Washington is like so pretty. Like, look at all these flowers. It's gorgeous. Look what I found. I found the other roadrunner. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable, yeah. I think the same.
Okay. Ooh. This is a little dangerous. I guess we have to. Oh yeah. It is starting to drizzle. Rainy rains.
Really,
Do what?
the girls have really,
Get back home, right?
yeah, 23 of August.